150th Kentucky Oaks and Kentucky Derby. And what a setting this is to draw historic races beneath the Twin Spires. I'm Travis Stone for Churchill Downs, going to lead us through these proceedings here this evening. And since we are racing, we don't have all the time in the world, so we're going to get to it. We have Dan Bork and Ben Huffman. Ben Huffman, the Vice President of Racing here at Churchill Downs. Dan Bork, the Assistant Racing Secretary and Stakes Coordinator here at Churchill. And to hang the silks, Miss Kentucky, Mallory Hudson. The way this works is, as usual, Dan and Ben will pull out an entry sheet and a pill, and that will correspond to the post position for each race. We'll draw the Oaks first. To note, there are two also eligibles, and you can mention those before we get started. Full field of 14, though, and gentlemen, let's do it.
150th Longines Kentucky Oaks, 16 entered, 14 in the body with two also eligibles. Also eligible 15, Our Pretty Woman, Joelle Rosario. Also eligible 16, Candied, Luis Saez. Ready to go?
Yep, here we go. Number 12.
12 is Power Squeeze, Daniel Centeno.
Number 12, Power Squeeze, the first draw for the Kentucky Oaks. After a pair of debut losses, Power Squeeze rattled off 4 consecutive victories, including most recently in the Gulfstream Park Oaks, where she defeated fellow Oaks rival Ways and Means. During her streak, Power Squeeze won at 3 different racetracks, never once going favored. She figures to be a square price once again. Number 12, Power Squeeze.
Number 9.
9, Everland, Abel Cedillo.
Number 9 is Everland. Trainer Eric Foster claimed Everland at Turfway this past winter and felt that her win that night with a troubled trip gave her confidence, something he really believes in. In fact, he was so encouraged, he started to formulate a plan on the drive home. And the plan came together, and then some, as Eric jokingly admits, no one ever expects an Oaks starter from a midwinter claim. Number 9, Everland.
Number 3.
3, Where's My Ring, Jose Lascano.
Number 3 is Where's My Ring. Trainer Val Brinkerhoff was so confident in Where's My Ring, he flew her solo to New York in order to get some points to participate in this year's Oaks. There's been a lot of stops and starts with her, but the long-time belief in her ability is paying off. Val said he is hoping for a lot of speed, but loves the distance of the Oaks because the farther they go, the better. Number 3, Where's My Ring.
Number 4.
4, Regulatory Risk, Jose Ortiz.
Number 4 is Regulatory Risk. Despite having only 1 win on paper, Regulatory Risk's runner-up finish to Oaks rival Where's My Ring was a noteworthy improvement on speed figures and finish position. She'll be ridden by Jose Ortiz, who will stick around and ride the rest of the meet here at Churchill Downs. Number 4, Regulatory Risk.
Number 10.
10, Into Champagne, Julien Leperoux.
Number 10 is Into Champagne, trained by Kentucky regular Ian Wilkes, ridden by Kentucky regular Julien Leperoux. Won her maiden race by more than 6 lengths at Ellis Park and then came right back in a stakes race. She has some speed, but she can also rate. That's number 10, Into Champagne.
Number 11.
11, Ways and Means, Tyler Gaffalione.
Number 11 is Ways and Means, who after a breathtaking debut last summer, Ways and Means had a significant amount of trouble in her second start and still only lost by just a half a length. Her first start back this year in the Gulfstream Park Oaks, she endured trouble again, steadying on the first turn. Despite this, she only lost by 1 length. Ways and Means is a homebred for Clarovich Stables and is a half to Highly Motivated, who was 9th in the Kentucky Derby. Number 11, Ways and Means.
Number 8.
8, Tarifa, Flavien Pratt.
Number 8 is Tarifa with Flavien Pratt for trainer Brad Cox. She won the most influential Oaks prep over the years, the Fairgrounds Oaks. Jockey Flavien Pratt says that Tarifa is talented and a straightforward horse. He can put her wherever she needs to be. Number 8, Tarifa.
Number 5.
5, Thorpedo, Anna, Brian Hernandez.
Number 5, Thorpedo Anna. The name is a homage to an Australian swimmer, Ian Thorpe, who's nicknamed Thorpedo, and co-owner Mark Edwards' granddaughter, who is a swimmer herself. And you guessed it, her name is Anna. Thorpedo Anna. Trainee Kenny McPeak said from the beginning she was a, quote, freaky talent, and the time off from her 2-year-old to 3-year-old year due to a minor hip injury did her a ton of good. Number 5, Thorpedo Anna.
Number 1.
1, Tapet, Janali, Emmanuel Esquivel.
Number 1, Tapet Janali, is a Midwest runner, comes by way of Oklahoma, Louisiana, and Arkansas. Homebred for Willis Horton, who was last seen finishing 3rd with a wide trip to her fellow rival, Thorpedo Anna. Number 1, Tapet Janali.
13.
13, Just FYI, Junior Alvarado.
Number 13, Just FYI, last year's 2-year-old champion, may have lost her return start earlier this month, but Junior Alvarado has lost no confidence in his filly. He said of her most recent work, and I quote, "I don't ever recall a horse ever working that good. I'm sitting on a good one." That's 13, Just FYI.
Number 6.
6, Lemon Muffin, Keith Asmussen.
Number 6 is Flavien Muffin. Keith Asmussen will be riding for the first time in both the Oaks and the Derby. To prepare, he will thoroughly handicap the races, watch replays of both his horses and his rivals. He's more excited than nervous and recognizes so many of the variables are out of his control for his debut run in the Oaks. That's number 6, Flavien Muffin.
Number 7.
7, Fionas Magic, Luis Saez.
Number 7, Fionas Magic, is a Florida homebred. Figures to be a major player in the pace of this race after going wire to wire in the 1-mile Devona Dale in early March. That's number 7, Fionas Magic.
Number 14.
14, Leslie's Rose, Irad Ortiz.
Number 14, Leslie's Rose, lone career loss came when fellow Oaks rival Fionas Magic was able to go wire to wire in the Devona Dale earlier this year. Otherwise, she's never lost, including 3 wins at 3 different racetracks. Irad Ortiz Jr., who's been aboard in all 4 of her starts, will once again ride for trainer Todd Pletcher. 14, Leslie's Rose.
Number 2.
Number 2, Jin Jin, Florent Giroux.
Number 2 is Jin Jin, and interestingly is only one of 2 horses in this year's Oaks to have a win here at Churchill Downs. She broke her maiden in our September meeting of last year. She's finished off the board only once in her 7 career starts for trainer Brad Cox. That's number 2, Jin Jin. And we are good to go. And that's the field for the Kentucky Oaks. We will take a round of applause for the Oaks runners. Very nice. We'll take a brief break, reset the board, and get ready to draw the Derby.